History tells us a lot about the human condition, so what do the Sumerians tell us about ourselves? The word Mesopotamia is from ancient Greek. It means between two rivers, and that's an accurate description. The Euphrates and Tigris rivers allowed for floodplains where crops could grow easily and quickly. Irrigation was easier, and the ability to quickly transport food from farms to cities by boat was very important. But these things had existed long before the Sumerians came to Mesopotamia, and civilizations developed in other places around the world as well, including the Indus River Valley civilizations and along the Nile in Egypt. But the Sumerians came first, so why were they special? Well, the environment is just one of two very important factors to the formation of cities. Another is the development of social order. Without both of those factors, a city can't form, and a civilization can't function. Sumerian cities like Ur, Eridu, and Uruk rose up around temples to various gods, and in the earliest part of human history, religion was a social order. But that's not all of the story. You see, another pillar of these societies was the farm. Almost all of the farming was done by people who owned the land they worked. Over time, though, business arrangements came into being. A farmer with a bad crop one year might borrow some seeds and food from a neighbor to get them through to the next. But what if he had 5 bad years in a row? Well, maybe then his land would get split between his neighbors to pay his debts. And laws were made to allow fulfillment of contracts without the need to resort to force. Trade was also important. The Sumerians weren't blessed with an abundance of natural resources, so they generally had to trade for what they needed, and trade they did, sending caravans as far west as the Mediterranean and ships and caravans as far east as India, carrying with them pottery and baskets made by Sumerian artisans. Now, those trades allowed them to advance their technology and knowledge. Bronze is a mixture of copper and tin that is much better than either of those two metals alone, and its use allows for stronger weapons and tools. A supply of better tools allows for more advanced farming techniques and easier digging of irrigation ditches. The advancement of knowledge was originally exclusively the responsibility of the religions, and was focused mostly on increasing knowledge of the myths and rites that govern the religious culture. But eventually, secular schools arose, teaching writing and grammar. Scribes learned to write to focus on keeping records, especially relating to taxes, which were oftentimes used to fund a military expansion of the Sumerian civilization. And during times of peace, taxes would fund public work projects, maintaining the walls of cities and building new temples. And all of this started with just some farmers around a river. So why were the Sumerians special? As another YouTuber might say, the truth resists simplicity. The answer is complicated. We can learn more about the whys, but we'll never get to the absolute final answer. What do the Sumerians tell us about ourselves? Well, through hard work, cooperation, and a little luck, their cities got bigger, and the world outside of them got smaller and smaller. The Sumerians show us that if we cooperate with each other and try our best to succeed, then we can do almost anything. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this week's installment, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks.